What up? What's up, guys? I'm using a new interface, which I kind of like, kind of don't like, but for incorporating the stream of the live, best way to go. So let me know that you guys can hear me, I guess. Give me a clean in the chat or something. Clean in the chat. Unclean. What it do, what it do. It's weird. I can't see, it doesn't put in the emojis over here. The stickers. JW, J Bird, D Bird, Kelly B, welcome, welcome. Got some cleans going on, nice. So it's like, it says clean in like the colons or whatever. How about video? Let me go through some cards here. So Matt will be joining us probably less than 30 minutes now. But this is probably when we have guests on, I'm probably going to use this interface. Let me get rid of this. I don't really need this banner right now, do I? There we go. So give me a confirmation. The cards look okay. I don't really have a control over like the zoom or anything on this. So Paul O. Zach. Shout out to Zach for the clean thumbnail he sent for tonight's special stream. You guys know that I do not have those type of skills. So anyway, so yeah, we got some other guests lined up in the semi near future. The only thing so far that I can tell from when we have these live streams anyway with guests on is that the randomization, I'm going to pretty much have to drop a link in chat for you guys, and then I will have it like on screen, but I'll give you guys an idea what it's going to look like. Let's see here. I mean, that's going to be like the size of it. And then when we go back to the cards, it's just going to be like that. And we want to see who has what team, that type of stuff. That's going to be too small. Maybe, I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't think you can. But that's all. Is that BITG? Oh, it looks clear. Wow, that's a complete opposite of what I'm used to. I see some smileys. Did my giveaways where numbers to drop? Dave B, what's going on? Mrs. Will C is here. I like it. Jim, good luck with the A's tonight. I don't have the website up. I don't know. So if SRV, did he check in yet? SRV had some personals going to try to open up with. Legends of Sports, welcome. Gator wants that fire. How do you, when you change your name, Gator, does it let you know, hey, you can only change this X amount of times? Hey, Gator. Look at the puppy. I don't know. Gator says what Gator does. So if Gator wants to trade names. He trades names. Sadie on screen. That was pretty cool. Gator only gets whatever fire's left from my fire. Look at iPhone. The bum is here. So it should be a fun night, guys. We got obviously the big hobby break we're going to do first, and then we'll get into our stuff. We'll probably do the clean retail break first, and then we'll do kind of like the main one. Then we've got 2 $3.99 breaks. Gonna try to hopefully get my bearings here with some of this stuff. I thought of actually using a microphone, getting like a microphone. I know that makes a big deal with the audio quality, but okay. I don't know. SRB is here. Fine, cardboard brother. Nice. Nice. If you don't mind, SRB, we got Matt's going to jump on in a little bit. Can we do your 2 blasters? Can you dig it? Can you dig it for a warm-up? Can you dig it? So I might do that. Just for you, I'll bring my mod account. Chickasaw, the wait is over. Paulie. Oh, did he? So he's actually, that's awesome. He just got home, what, today? Yeah, man. Of course. Glenn J, what's going on? Gator says no fire, happy, no happy Gator. Let's see, am I able to do anything? Okay, I can, no, I can't. All right. So yeah, so Matt will be joining us probably inside of 15 minutes. SRV, I missed what you said. You say that's good or no? Or you want to do one now, SRV, and save one, or? So many bums. Did my voice change? No, not that I know of. How many accounts do you use? This is the original. I think it looks a little bit different. Cincy Sports, what's going on? Do them both. I know. iPhone came out. Gator of 1,000 names. Jeez. Oh, you want to wait for the guest to honor. I got you. All right. To save some time, then I'm actually going to randomize and practice the randomization using this new system. for the hobby break. So Night Lord, Jesse N, you're in this bad boy. So it's 8 times. 8 times. Let me grab the list and see how do I do this. 8 times. I think I have to take that off. I think this works. I think that worked. All right, here we go. So here are the players in the hobby break. Hopefully some of you guys are in here. We'll be in here. There we go. And I'm going to get a link ready for the room. So how did that look? Were you guys able to see the randomization and look okay? All right. Get rid of that banner. Get my banners. 9 and 30. Okay, so there are the teams. There is the link. If take you to the doc. Let me keep this link somewhere. Just in case. So everybody wants to trade. Now would be the time. When he hops in, we're gonna probably just rock and roll. Texas stairs, save that link right there. Grab it. Your husband, on the other hand. I don't know, Mike. Don't exist. I guess we'll see how many maybe don't claim their the stuff, but they left a comment to win. So if anybody's in here in this break, feel free to introduce yourself to chat. If anybody's new. Yeah, that's just going to be the best way to do it. Looks like Antonelli got my Rangers. That's sweet. Card hobbyist. I'm new here. Give me punching by. Yes, the sheet has the winner. We just randomized the teams. We drew the names, I guess, what, 2 nights ago on Thursday, we drew the names live, and I posted a video. Yeah, we'll do the retail hunt next. That'll be fun. What it do? Bash in the house. Jesse, who'd you get, Jesse? Oh, Jesse hit the Royals. Royals and Mariners, 2 good teams in this. Clean, tasty. All right, great. All right, guys, the guest of honor is here. It's going to be 1 second to make sure I don't delete them. Going to lower this for a time being. Here we go. What's going on, Matt?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, perfect, perfect. Can you hear me?
I can. I have my mic on. For some reason, when I'm putting my mic on, I can't hear you, but I just off, so hopefully the audio is okay.
Let me adjust my volume a little bit. Hopefully there's no backup. So I normally don't stream on this. I normally stream a completely different thing, and I spent the last week trying to how do I do this, how do I do that, and I think we're the same age. We're kind of the generation where like we know computers. We kind of grew up a little bit with them, but I'm not. It's like we're not that good.
No idea how to. So
Let me adjust the volume down a little bit. There we go. So are you on desktop? Can you see the chat or?
So I am on my phone, but let me see if I can see the chat right here. I think if I press this button, there we go. I think I can see the chat now.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'll call some comments and stuff. So basically, thanks for joining us, man. Really big thrill for a lot of us here. Interact with former big leaguer. Those you don't know, Mr. First Rounder in the house, everybody.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's good to be here and hanging out, talking some baseball and checking out some cards.
Yeah, so a lot of us, we were talking on the phone a little bit. A lot of us, quote unquote, pun intended, getting back in the game of collecting. And so you did collect as a kid, right, or somewhat?
Yeah, when I was a kid, I would definitely call it more collecting. I mean, my parents used to give me like $20 every now and then, and I'd go and buy a bunch of cards. Actually, and right next door to the restaurant was a card shop, so I would always try to sneak over there buying cards and stuff. So it was a lot of fun, and I got away from it for like 20 years, and I'm trying to get back into it now.
Wow, $20 shopping spree, and it probably actually back then you probably could buy a couple packs with that. Probably wasn't really to nowadays. $20 is going to get you like one little box, really.
Absolutely. $20 back then was, I mean, we're probably talking like 1995, right around there. So, yeah, $20 was a lot of money back then.
Matt is a bum. So I guess to clarify, if you're reading comments a little bit, I don't know how it happened, but being a bum is an extreme term of endearment on this channel. I don't know. I don't know how it happened, but it's a very good thing.
That's good. I was getting nervous, although I get called a bust a lot. So when I started, everyone called me a bum. I just figured it was a thing. I'm glad that is a good term of endearment, I guess.
Yes, I'm a super bum. There we go. Good. Yeah, someone was like, you should probably warn him before he comes on that bum is a good thing. I'm like, okay, we'll do it. I thought they did. Okay, cool. So this is what we do, man. 2020 Hobby Bowman, sponsored by yours truly and Matt here. I did the hard work. Let me see if I can put this back on the screen a little bit. There we go. All right, so you're off for a second. So anyway, there's 30 teams. There's 30 players. So basically, we just mix up, shuffle up, and deal the teams. And Matt himself picked up, it's a little bit tiny, the Rangers. And where's the other Matt A on this thing? Indians. Okay, cool. Rangers and Indians. Rangers have my sleeper investment pick that we'll talk about. Hopefully, Matt hits a couple of him.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Let me see if I can just take how do I take this off now? There we go. Okay, cool. I did it. So proud of myself clicking buttons. All right. So normally I like to have the list on the screen, but I think everyone knows who got a team, what they have. It's just this new system was not able to kind of do that. So this is Bowman. One of the hottest releases. Matt, have you kind of researched what's hot, what's not hot, like Bowman, regular tops? You just kind of go mainly for players. I know you're starting a little investment series yourself.
Yeah, I've been buying a lot of individual players, but I have not opened up any Bowman stuff yet. But a couple of the individual cards that I have kind of behind me, I've got a couple of Bowman cards, some Bowman Chrome stuff, and so yeah, so I'm starting to get into it.
See if I can put this back on. So this is a hobby box. Now the whole thing, kind of like Wood Collect when we were kids, it's somewhat about the player now, but it's really about, can we get that player in a different color? Can we get that player with a number on it, or can we please get that player autographed? Those are kind of the home runs. And you being no stranger to autographing cards, I saw a video or two you mentioned about signing and signing and signing. That couldn't have been fun, right?
Yeah, so usually what happens is it would happen typically in spring training. They would have, let's just say we're talking about tops. They'd have someone show up at your hotel and sit down with literally, I don't know, 5,000 cards maybe. And you would look there for probably 6 to 8 hours sometimes. And you sign nonstop. They just hand you the card, you sign it. Hand you the card, you sign it. So after a few hours, your hand definitely starts to hurt.
6, 8 hours. Yeah, I always wondered that. I mean, that almost be detrimental to a swing. I mean, we know you had wrist problems, right? Could we get some kind of lawsuit here? What's going on?
A bad idea. Probably see what I can do and go after tops. They wouldn't be very happy about that.
Right? Yeah. Gator. No, that's Matt's logo. That's his Antonelli baseball. He has a brand. He does coaching. So he's asking if you got a Vanderbilt hat on. I'm like, no, you wouldn't.
Oh, this right here. Yeah, a lot of people yell at me now because of the whole Astros cheating thing. They're all like, "Why are you wearing an Astros hat?" It is kind of close to an Astros. Oh, geez. There goes my phone.
I've done that about probably a million times.
So I've been doing. I don't know anyone that watches my channel. I've changed over to a different camera, but when I do lives, I got to use my phone still, and this tripod just doesn't like to quality.
All right, awesome. So we're going to get cracked, guys. I hope, how embarrassing. Hopefully some of you guys are in here. We know Matt's in here. So the big daddy, the home run, if you will, is the Yankee, Dominguez. Yep. Are you a Dominguez believer? Do you know much about him yet?
So I know a lot about him, and I've seen some of his stuff. I mean, he looks like an absolute specimen, but obviously he's really young, and there's a long way to go.
Look at that. Sometimes we talk about stuff here, then it happens. So there's a nice $50 plus card. The Yankee, let's see if I'm able to do that. Who had the Yankees? See, now I'm not used to, I got to do that number and that number. Yankees was a Braden. All right, cool. So good for him. That's pretty crazy at that first pack. That's the chase. But yeah, you do a ton of coaching around a lot of kids, and he's what, 17? It's kind of like your wheelhouse of mechanics and everything, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing how young he is. I mean, there's people are talking about him being like the next Mike Trout. I think that's that's pretty tough to do. But I mean, he seems to have the skill set, but there's a long way to go until you become the next. Actually, I'm gonna change up here. I'm gonna get off this tripod. It is not cooperating.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's okay. Yes, I remind it was okay. Everyone's saying I sound different now that I'm the next Pablo Sandoval MLP. But you did pick up another young kid who was all the rage last year. You would have started collecting last year. Juan DeFranco was Dominguez.
Yeah.
He's still hyped, but it sounds like it's a nice split day for the Marlins, top pick. It sounds like you are a Wander believer.
Well, I like Wander a lot. I think Dominguez probably has more upside, but I think Wander.
Really?
I think he does have more upside. I think Wander's going to be awesome. I don't think Wander's going to hit probably a ton of home runs, but I think he's going to be a guy that's going to put the ball in play and hit it hard consistently. I think he's going to be a great player. Obviously, he's #1 prospect, but I mean, Dominguez could be. I think he has potential to be like just an out of this world.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, the power thing, but see, now I feel that like nobody digs the long ball anymore. We want on base percentage and don't strike out. Like Alonso, the 250, 260 batting average. It's not, it's interesting how it's kind of. I'm the same way. Like I don't think Wander's going to hit home runs, but his cards and hobby love are it's unbelievable.
Sure.
But maybe I'm old school in my thinking. I love the long ball, I guess. Henderson was a second-round pick. But who I do think can hit the long ball, which hopefully we can pull him out a nice little auto. Who am I thinking of? Let's see if you got it. The Ranger, the guy that's not getting all the love.
You're talking about the big boy, like 6'5".
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm having a mental block right now. What's his name?
You got it, Laura.
Laura. Yeah, Laura. That's what I was going to say.
Now, in terms of like prospecting and sending cards in, like Dominguez, to me, it's great if you pull one year to break. That's awesome, but it's the cost. He's everyone's on him. It's like a stock. Like everyone's on it. It's at the top. But a guy like that, it's just he was over the third international pick. Still got like I don't know 3 or 4 million. And you watch his film, and he's like, yeah, you said a big boy. He's 6'4", 6'5", might not be done growing. There's potential there. I've been stocking up on some first Bowmans. I mean, you can get first Bowman Chrome for like $4 or $5, which is nothing compared to Dominguez.
Yeah, I think the thing about Laura, I've watched a decent amount of his videos. I think he could be like a 40 home run guy. He has ridiculous power, but there's also a chance that he swings and misses a good amount,
right,
and so
right.
That'll be the question: does he make a contact? But there's no doubt, like he has some of the craziest power out of any prospect. So,
all right, here we go. So it's let me how I do this. I'll get better. There we go. So for some reason this year in Bowman, which I don't really like. They put the auto in upside down. So we hit an upside down card, that's the auto. What sucks with that is because this could be some color, that could be numbered. It could be like blue, gold, red, the awesomes, red's out of 5. So it kind of takes the fun away of sneaking and seeing, oh, there's like a red coming up. Sweet. But Pirates, Caden. I'm not sure if Caden's in the house, but Caden won the Pirates. And it's clean. That is clean orange. Orange bad boy out of 2. 5. That is a low number. Orange first Bowman. Gorgeous card. Caden, I'm not sure if you're in here. So Shortridge. Looks like 4th rounder in 2018, if you guys can see that. Hey, and he enjoys fishing and watching Netflix. So got that going for him. Florida State pitcher of the week. Okay. So I'm not too versed on the Pirates farm system, but an orange first Bowman auto is definitely a solid hit no matter the player. JW says Matt is also a great TTMer. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. So, you know the phrase TTM in terms of the hobby?
I don't. What is it?
So TTM is through the mail. What's been really big now, I think, with YouTube, people doing videos. There's, I guess, websites, and there's all these places where people find mailing addresses of former players, and they'll send like a card and a self-addressed stamp envelope, sometimes like a little letter, and then it makes it easy for the player because there's already an envelope with a stamp. They just sign it, throw it in the envelope, and then, and then that's it. That's done. Have you had anybody like send you stuff or like find you or anything? Or
I get like 10 a day.
Oh, goodness.
I get
wow.
more now than I ever got as a player. I got them as a player, but I get more now than I did as a player.
Right. Yeah, goodness. All right, so do you just send them back? Do you sign them? I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I'll put you on the spot.
No, I try to send everyone back that I get. Now, there are some that sometimes like I'll find them randomly around the house. Like my kids, like I'll throw the mail on the table and then my kids find it and then they throw it in like the corner of my office later. So, but I do send everyone back that I know I have.
Nice. Wow. 10 a day. That's quite a lot though. He just passed away, but Al Kaline was like the most notorious TTMer, awesome Hall of Famer. And his thing was $10 bill in the mail. Kaline's opening it up, signing the card, sending it back to you. So old school and gangster. Like I don't see Mike Trout one day taking a $10 bill.
I usually have to send people money to send me cards, to autograph stuff. That usually works. Give you $5 if you send me something that's to make me feel cool, like I still matter. But
yeah, exactly. That's awesome.
I'm gonna try this. Try my tripod again because this is. I think it's time to go get a new one. Let's see if this works. All right, there we go.
There you go. Don't forget to grab Matt. His link is in channel. I think I saw a couple new faces over in your live stream. They said they emailed me and said, "Solid guy. Thanks for letting me know about it." I'm like, "All right, cool. I feel good to send you a handful."
Thank you.
So Volpe, are you thoughts on him? This to me he was a forgotten Yankee. He was the first rounder, but Dominguez took all the love. So this in itself is a nice hit for the Yankees. It's first Bowman Chrome.
Yeah, so that's one player. I mean, I know who he is. I haven't looked at his swing enough, but I gotta check him out because I've heard a lot of people talking about him. Obviously, he's a high pick. What's his stats there?
So the short season last year, if he got drafted, only 34 games.
Short season's always weird when you look at stats. When I played short season ball, I hit 0 home runs in short season. It's right after college. It's kind of a long year. And then the next year I hit 21. So people after short season were like, oh, this guy's got no power. And then that's why I always am like wary to look too much into short season stats.
Yeah, there hasn't been much instruction yet, really. I mean, sometimes this, like you said, you're just got done playing college. You're not even used to the extra, and then boom.
Right, exactly.
There he is, Juan DeFranco. Not sure who had the Rays, but it's a nice little card. So even his stuff, even though his first Bowman was exactly a year ago in last year, 19, but his hobby love is still there. It's because he sells. Everybody loves Wander. Bogarts. The hobbyist wants to know, can you tell the story of how Topps gets the pictures for players in Major League uniforms for Bowman? I think you talked about it in one of your videos before.
So I know that when it was right when I got drafted. They showed up at the field with Padre uniforms for me. They put me in the Padre uniforms. I went on the field and just pretended to be playing a game. They like threw me a ball, I'd catch it, I'd pretend to put a tag down, and then they just had like a film crew out there, a camera crew, and they take your picture. And then that's how my first cards. That's how I ended up with my first cards. And that would have been in 2006. That.
And you collected when, obviously the $20 bill, you're doing the shopping spree. So how was it like when you got that first like card in uniform? Was it a kind of like a surreal moment, or was it just like everything was a whirlwind anyway? In the first round draft pick, what did it feel like?
Yeah, the whole thing was honestly, I don't know, when you're going through it. I didn't really think about it. Like a lot of people say, "Oh, it must have been so cool to have your own card and stuff." I didn't really think about it when I was doing it. It probably wasn't until I was done playing I look back, and then I would kind of get some time to reflect, I guess. Like, that's pretty cool. I had a bunch of cards. Going through it, I don't know. I'm just caught up in trying to play well and trying to get to the major leagues, and I didn't think about it very much.
You were a hunt. People wanted that Antonelli that year. First round Padres. Your counterpart this year is C.J. Abrams. He was the first rounder for Padres. Do you keep up with, because since they drafted you, any like affinity for the Padres because they drafted you? Still kind of follow them at all, or is it kind of like it's been so long, whatever?
Yeah, it's been a long time. The funny thing about C.J. Abrams is I was playing. So our travel ball team, my team goes down to Georgia every year, which is like the big high school tournament, and
Right.
We're watching a team play from Georgia, and there's this lefty that was up, and he hits this double, and he flies around the bases. The next inning, he makes a diving play, and I'm turning to our assistant coach, and I'm like, dude, this guy's a stud. Like, who is this guy?
Right.
We look at the C.J. Abrams. At the time, I hadn't even heard of him, so I'm like, the C.J. Abrams. So we look him up online, and he's like the number 5 prospect in the country. We're like, well, no one
Nice.
He's the best player on the field. So I got to see him in high school. He was a stud. So I've kind of followed him, and I was excited when he got drafted by the Padres. But he's got a lot of tools. He's a great player.
Yes, it seems like more tools really equal first round. They want to see everything, right?
Yeah, I mean, usually if you're going to go in the first round, it's going to be a guy with a lot of tools. There's not a whole lot of like, I think of like Dustin, but I think he went maybe just outside of the first or maybe the supplemental. Like he was a guy that was a great player, but he was a little smaller, didn't have like unbelievable tools. I mean, he could hit. If he had a few more tools, he probably goes higher in the draft. But the other thing to remember is tools don't always equal success. That's a cool card right there.
Yes, nice. That's an interest. What they do is a top 100 every year. Bowman just decides, 1 through 100, who is they rank them. So they're putting him in at the 53rd best prospect right now. Wander's number 1. So Wander's card says 1 on it. So that's a nice little hit there. Anything the media sells. But yeah, that makes sense. Most of my subscribers know about me and J Max, Justin Maxwell. Funny story, we're talking to Matt about Justin. He mentioned playing, I think, with Cape Cod League, that Justin hit a rocket to you third. I meant to ask him the phone. I guess, did you handle it?
I did. I got it was a one hopper, and I got it. It was like trying to save my life, and then somehow the ball went in my glove.
Oh, man.
But he was a physical specimen.
Yes. Quick boy.
Oh,
Very fast.
Yeah, he was big, strong, fast. Just he had all the tools.
Yeah. So talking about draft, it's funny. He went in the 5th round. I thought he got hurt though last year at college at Maryland. So still went 5th round. I think that's probably what kind of brought him down. But he did okay. A couple seasons. He actually, I had this in one of my trivia questions once. We did some trivia here. He led the Astros one year in home runs. Like 20, he had 18 home runs. And that was when the Astros were winning, 55 games or whatever. And it's kind of like one of those bar trivia questions where you think like 2014, it's like, oh, Altuve, spring, let's start naming Astros. Like, no. It's my boy. 18 took the title. Awesome. Speaking of Astros, so Alvarez still gets hobby love. No one really hates on Alvarez for all the stuff that happened. Maybe because he wasn't there during like all the, I don't know. But Alvarez, gets a lot of hobby love. He sells.
I think so. I think it was because he wasn't there. Does in your opinion, has Altuve taken the biggest hit in the hobby when it comes to Astros players?
Oh yeah, Altuve and Bregman. Like we open up so much stuff. It used to be like Bregman goes right in the top loader, and now it's like Bregman goes in the trash.
Now, in your opinion, do you? I've thought about this. Do you think that 10, 15 years, let's say they never get in trouble again, do you think that people forget about it eventually and his cards could be really undervalued, or both of their cards could be really undervalued? Or do you think people are just like, no, we're never forgiving these two guys?
No, your first comment 100% right, and there's truth in it right now with what's happening with Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire rookie cards that are just Sammy Sosa. They were all from like the junk era that are crazy multiples of like a year ago because there was like a talk of a documentary. Now it's like the documentary. Jordan had a documentary, things tripled. McGwire and Sosa are getting a documentary about the summer of '98. And you go look on it's crazy, it's nuts. So and Bregman and Altuve were like they were high dollar cards, but I think that they'd have to have a career. They have to keep going. But yeah, I think the bottom is here. People that want to hold something for that long, it's here. But if you want to talk about holding, pretty much you can't beat any Mike Trout rookie card, even though they're already like double in the past 4 months. It's just untouchable. He doesn't have to win any playoff games. He doesn't have to win any World Series. Trout, it's just kind of like knowing the mantle, like the 52 mantle. The 2011 update Trout is just unbelievable. I like where your head's at. Matt's thinking for angles. So you're looking for the end.
I'm always thinking. I was looking at a couple of Bregman cards because I was interested to see, and I mean I've heard people say that the cards have been down in value, but I was saying, hey, maybe in 10, 15 years. I mean, I know a lot of people are so upset at what happened, and I obviously didn't like it either. But
right.
But I don't know. I'm thinking long term. I still think people.
That's a nice card.
I think both of them are great players, but especially Bregman. Like, I know that he cheated, but I think he's going to be perfectly fine, even if he never cheats again. I think the guy is a great hitter. I mean, he was a super high pick. He's always been one of the top hitters, whether it was college, high school.
Right.
So I just very talented, and
yes,
I think he's going to continue to do pretty much what he's done for a while. So
yeah. Speaking of college, so Bregman, I guess he stopped it for now, but he had like a decent little YouTube channel going, just kind of showing some behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And the LSU just set up. so I played at a small 2-year college. We had like 5 major leaguers in our history of the school, and obviously it's not a lot of fanfare. So I see LSU set up, and I'm like, good. It's better. It's probably better than some major league stadium. But honestly, like. How is Wake Forest in terms of your setup there?
Wake Forest now is amazing. They've put so much money into the program. When I was there, we played at an older field. But I'll tell you what, a lot of colleges, if you look at the SEC, the ACC, if you basically look at the Power 5 conferences,
right,
their setups, what they have is better than basically any minor league, and it's starting to get like on par with major league facilities. It's
the minor league's like Ricky did compared. Right, go to single A club in the middle of nowhere. It's like plummeted.
I mean, when I got to pro ball, and Wake Forest, our stuff wasn't great when I was there. It got better the last 5-10 years. But when I got I couldn't believe it. I was like, this cannot be pro ball. Like, there's no way this is the stadium I'm going to be playing at.
South Carolina Stadium is top notch. That's Wayne. JW wants to know best manager you played for. I guess minor, pee-wee, high school. Anybody stick out?
I had so many managers.
Wow.
It's hard to say who was the best. I mean,
George.
I'll say I played for a bunch of I played for Buddy Black the most, obviously, in the major leagues, but I did play for a lot of guys in spring training and big league spring training. And Buddy Black was probably my most memorable coach, just because he was probably the first coach I had, or manager, I should say, that was the way he communicated, the way he acted was just different. I hadn't been around a lot of major league managers before, so there was definitely just his communication, and so I took a lot away from him. I thought he did a great job. We were horrible when I was with the Padres. We were in last place, but I still thought he did an amazing job. He's a great guy.
Yeah, sometimes the record doesn't really reflect what's going on.
Sure.
As an Oriole fan, I've been living that the past couple of years. Speaking of which, any insider information about the Birds during their short time that you were there? Did you get to play at Hannum at all, like the last spring training exhibition or anything, or?
So when I was with them, I was in AAA, but I did, when I got signed, I was on the 40-man roster.
Right, yeah.
I flew down to Baltimore during the off season, practiced and worked out with the team at Camden Yards. So, I mean, I've been at the stadium, and I was around that. There's not a lot of those guys still there. I'm trying to think. Chris Davis is still there. He was with me when I was
right. Yeah, Chris Davis is a really nice guy.
Yes, he is. I mean, that team that I was with, and I ended up getting traded away pretty quickly, but that was 2012, and that was a really talented team. They had They had Adam Jones in center. They had Markakis. They had JJ Hardy. Mark Reynolds. I mean, they had a solid team, a bunch of good guys. So I enjoyed being with that organization. I thought they did a good job. I thought Buck Showalter he was excellent too. There's a reason why he's been, I'm surprised. I'll be interested to see if he gets another managing job at some point in the big leagues. He's really good.
Yeah, I think he would. It's funny when I looked at his when you look back, it's kind of like every team. Didn't happen to the Orioles, but pretty much like the Yankees, the Diamondbacks, when he leaves, they go to the World Series next year. It happened like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, he usually comes into situations that aren't great. He kind of turns it around, and then it's let go, and then the team goes to the World Series.
Thought Buck was going to get the Houston job. Yeah, I mean, D-backs off the ground. Yeah, what's the saying? Matt, you had a cold streak, 0 to 20. How did you break out from that hitless streak? So somebody's using the baseball reference on you.
Don't remind me. So if I'll try to keep this quick with that 0 for 20. So I got a hit at bat in the major leagues, and then I went 0 for 3 the rest of that game. So I went 1 for 4. After that game, I got called into the office, and our hitting coach, who was Wally Joyner at the time, said, tomorrow I want you to get here early. We want to work on giving you a leg kick and working on some new things. So I got to the field, and all of a sudden I had a leg kick. I never did a leg kick before. So I started and he's right. I went 0 for 20. I could not hit. I was trying to do a leg kick. The next day we faced Clayton Kershaw. I'm trying to hit Clayton Kershaw with a leg kick. I had no chance. 20 at bats to kind of figure out how to hit with a leg kick, and then I started to get some hits. So the real way I broke out with that of the hitless streak was just, I think, getting used to my new swing.
Someone in response says, Joe, how many hits did you have in the MLB? The person asked me that question.
That's funny. Oh, and as a player, like 0 for 20, that sounds like, people are like, oh, man, how bad is that? But in an actual career, like an 0 for 20 is not that uncommon.
Right.
That's 4 or 5 games without a hit. Like that's not.
No, great. Yeah, it's not bad at all. The first hit, pretty memorable, has to be off. At the time, we all knew he was a Hall of Famer, Greg Maddux. For those who don't know, Matt's first major league hit off Maddux when Maddux with the Dodgers. You had to have been even though still had movement, but I know from just playing myself, you don't want heat. So just knowing a guy's not going to throw 100, that kind of puts you like kind of at ease, like, hey, you can kind of like see the ball a little bit.
Yeah. I thought facing him was.
Ooh, Ray had a 25.
Oh, wow. That's a nice one.
2 orange. See, unfortunately, pitchers, everyone in chat will agree to this. They don't quite get the hobby love as the hitters do. So when we get hit, it's like, oh, sweet, I had 25. Oh, it's a pitcher. Oh, who is it? Okay, that's cool. Different from growing up, though. Growing up, it's like we wanted to hit Nolan Ryans and things like that, but it's I guess it just changed.
Is the reason pitchers don't get love because they're more injury prone and people are afraid they might, go down with the Tommy John surgery and not have a great career, or is it because they only pitch once every 5 days? What is the reason?
I think it's, even though they do have control over the game, they don't score runs. As weird as that is, that's kind of the consensus I get. They don't produce offense. Well, I know, yeah, some do hit, obviously, but not to that extent. However, Ohtani gets a ton of hobby love, being a hybrid, but hobbyist in chat says pitchers don't score point. So yeah, that's right. Unfortunately, they don't score points. So but I mean, you're Kershaw, you're like top 1% autograph. Yes, that's selling for still hundreds. There's still hobby love there, but like you're just traditional, like, oh, like, Verlander, okay, cool, but it's not like nothing anyone's stocking up on.
Gotcha.
SRV says, I beg to differ. I wanted them to throw heat. I swung hard, so I wanted to either hit a laser, a bomb, or I was going to corkscrew into the ground. But I mean, it's your first at bat in the majors. You want to see, even though it's Maddox, still.
Yeah. So I actually forgot. I got something. I don't know what we were talking about, but
the orange card came out. Yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to Maddox, so the thing is this: in my first at bat, I don't want to face someone throwing 95 to 100 because now my chance of striking out goes up pretty high. Against Maddox, I knew I was probably going to put the ball in play because he's only throwing like 85 and he's probably not going to strike me out. So I've got a chance to get a hit. I won't get embarrassed up there. And it was a comfortable at bat. He didn't throw hard. The ball moved a lot, but he threw like a little two-seamer that just kind of ran back over the middle of the plate, hit line drive to center field. But it wasn't, I faced some guys that they're uncomfortable at bats. You got a guy throwing 95 with a filthy slider, a little bit tougher. Facing 80, you don't face very many 85 guys in the major leagues. I mean, almost nobody throws 85. So
right. So you're standing on first. Were you like, all right, this is good? I might be here for a while. What's going through your head?
Yeah, I thought it was Barry Bonds. I'm like, dude, this is so easy to get 3, maybe 4,000 hits.
Oh yes, that's it. It's streaky. It's streaky. The confidence is streaky. I mean, so when you hit your home run, same thing. You're running around and like, all right, I'll probably get to play tomorrow. That's kind of how I felt when I did something a little bit good. I'm like, I'll probably get into bat tomorrow now.
Yeah, when I hit my first home run, I was like just starting to come out of that 0 for 20 streak. So my average was starting to slowly tick up. I think that home run put me at like, I don't know, maybe 220, 230, which might not sound great, but I was hitting like 037 before that. I started confident. That went out. I was like, all right, like maybe I'm starting to figure this out, and I'll be around for a while. And then I ended up right around 200. The season ended a couple weeks after that, and then unfortunately, I never got another chance to. I never got another at bat in the big leagues after that. After that season. Right.
Yeah. Which I think. I mean, looking at anyone who looks at Matt, some of his AAA numbers, especially the Nationals. What did anyone say? Hey, this is. You're probably waiting for the manager to come to the office like any day, right? I'd have been so confident, like checking out restaurants in D.C., looking at – I mean, like how mad were you?
Well, the Nationals, there's a lot – so I talk a lot of my about that experience because it was interesting. That was one of my best years. Now, I was injured a little bit. I pulled a hamstring, and so I played about half the season, but I was the only position player on our team to make the All-Star team that year. I was like the organizational player of the month. So I was thinking I was going to get a call up. I was talking to my agent throughout the year because they kept having injuries. Ian Desmond got injured.
Right.
The second baseman got injured. Ryan Zimmerman, the third baseman, got injured.
Oh my God.
So I was talking to my agent. I'm like, hey, is there a chance here? And he was like, yeah, there's a chance. You know, he was talking to them. And I was in the clubhouse one day, and I was talking to him, and he said, hey, I just want to let you know it's not going to happen. I just talked to them, and they said that they're not calling up. They're not calling you up. They're going to go. I think they went with like an outfielder instead of and so there was a lot that happened that year, though, that I think might have been one of the reasons why. But and the other reason, if you're not on the 40 man, it can be tough to get called up because in order for you to get called up, they've got to take someone off the 40 man, which means you potentially lose them. So there's a lot.
So it actually was the agent was able to kind of have intimate conversations about that. Is that kind of how it works for those that aren't familiar with that?
Yeah, so my agent at the time was really close with the assistant general manager of the Nationals, and I think that's who he was kind of talking to a lot to get updates. And so I would usually just talk to, my agent would just call me, and it's not that that's all we talked about. I mean, we check in every week or so,
right?
And so we'd always just be chatting. I'd say, what are my chances? And for a while, he's like, it looks pretty good if you keep hitting the way you're hitting. And then eventually, I kind of got a feeling when I kept doing well and guys kept getting injured and they just kept choosing other players. I was like, all right, maybe it's not.
Oh man. But it was zero to do with performance. That's the thing. It's kind of like you think you perform and then, okay, we're good to go.
Yeah, and it could be a lot of things too. I mean, I hit really well that season, but I was transitioning into a utility player, and I wasn't a great shortstop. I was better at second and third, and so I think if I was better defensively at shortstop, it would have made it easier for them to call me up. But where I was struggling, I think that hurt a little bit. So it's not always just about the hitting; it's what you can do defensively. If you play multiple positions, you're always more valuable because now, they can make you the utility guy in the big leagues and you can move around. And I just don't think defensively I was good enough to play shortstop at the big league level.
So second, obviously, did you play any time at all besides second for the Padres?
Nope. When I was with the Padres, I was strictly a second baseman. I didn't become like a utility player until I went to the Nationals. They signed me as a second baseman, but then when I showed up, they called me in. They said, "Hey, listen, we think you have more value as a utility guy. If you're moving around a little bit." So I gave it a try, and it's just tough to be. One of the things I realized in the big leagues is the shortstops in the big leagues are amazing. No matter how good you think they are, they're just better than that. I was always a good shortstop in high school. I was a great shortstop. And even in college, I could have been, but they moved me to a different position. But then you see big league shortstops, you're like, man, these guys are on just a different level. They're unbelievable.
All right. So now in the behind the scenes look of online sports card breaking. So this is what pretty much what happens. So we have this is kind of a little special break that I need to remove the Yankees here. That's my BITG mess up. So there's 30 baseball teams. Obviously, Dominguez is the big daddy everyone's chasing. So what we did was we removed the Yankees from this break. So that way, no one actually gets the Yankees up front. What happens is at the very end of the break, if there's any Dominguez that are hit, we random them off one by one, and that way everyone kind of feels like they have a shot at hitting what could be, the biggest card. Someone can help me out in chat, but I know there's been 5-digit Dominguez cards already sold. In fact, I think we hit one ourselves in here for over 2,000, just one card. So it's kind of like little mini lottery tickets or scratch offs. It's pretty insane the price that someone that hasn't even played a minor league game yet, right? Amazing. That are kind of demanding.
That is crazy. That's social media for you too. You go on and watch this guy on YouTube and stuff, and it's amazing. Like you said, the guy hasn't played it, hasn't done a thing yet, but watch him and say, geez, this guy look, I mean, what is he, 17? Is that what you said?
Yes. Yeah, 17.
He looks like a 28-year-old. I mean, he looks like a grown man at 17 years old.
All right, so here are our teams. There we go. It's a little bit wonky with this new thing I'm having to use, but we're getting there. All right, here we go. There we go, 8 times. So in your coaching, you've been doing it a while now. Have you had a bunch of players get drafted you kind of dealt with? Has that happened yet?
Yeah, so last year was the first year that we had players that were old enough to get drafted because last year would have been their senior year of college. And so we had 2 guys drafted. We had Jackson Gillis, who was a pitcher at Vanderbilt, got drafted by the Brewers.
Nice.
Spencer Brown was a junior college player for us that got drafted by the Angels. Those 2 guys are now in the minors. And then, now we'll start to have more and more as the years go because, we've got more guys now that will be of age. But for the first, 4, 5, 6 years of Antonelli baseball, we just didn't have anyone old enough to get drafted yet.
Gotcha. So do you incorporate you get a little bonus if someone gets drafted top round? I mean, you should do a little something like the little waiver and the rider.
I should start to be their agent / coach. That's what I need to do. I need to get them to sign a contract with me.
That's funny. That's logical next step. All right, so let's see if I can get. All right, so I just dropped the link, guys, who are in this one. Let me see if I can put it on screen. So this is working really well for having a guest on. So I like that, but not what my normal control panel is here. So there's that, and let's see here. All right, guys. All right, so now basically the teams are on screen. So kind of like we've dealt a little bit with live drafting, but for a live draft you need everybody in the house in order to pick their team. And a lot of times people will watch the replay. Watch the replay. So in this way, it's kind of like your team is the team, and then we open up trades. So we give people 3 to 4 minutes to see, oh, I wanted the Padres, I didn't get them. Who got the Padres? Hey, do you want to trade? And I just pretty much just kind of moderate. And Matt looks like he can still play, said Jesse. Yeah. In Matt's stream, my fellow Italian brother here, Antonelli, there's a portion of Italians that don't gain weight. They can eat pasta, they can eat all the grandma red sauce, and nothing happens. And fortunately for Matt, he fits in that category. And fortunately for BITG, I do not fit in that category. So I guess he definitely could hang right now, I think.
You know what I just said, actually? I told my wife earlier today, I don't know why, we were going for a walk, and I said, listen, if Major League Baseball, if the players decide that they don't want to come back and MLB is going to go with replacement players, I told her, I'm making a comeback. And
yes.
Laughed at me. She said, you're done.
Because you still do have issues, even with coaching and swinging the bat, right?
She just walked in. She heard that comment.
Did she? Oh, of course, yeah.
I'm sorry. She walked in once you said that. What did you say?
No, in terms of even just when you're coaching and instructing, your wrist still bothers you, right?
Yeah, it does a little bit. Usually if I tape it up pretty good, I'll be okay. But if I don't tape it up, I'll be sore the next day. I mean, it's nothing that would keep me out of – I mean, I could swing and be all right, but I just have to deal with it. And the biggest question would be if I actually did try to play, if I came back and played month after month after month, that's where I think maybe my wrist wouldn't be able to handle that.
Yes. They got to come back. I thought about that too. Would that be – I mean – a logical. Let's talk about that. I know Matt's made a couple of awesome videos about the season, 115. Nope, now it's set. Now it's 50 game proposal. Now we're going to the playoff. There's no baseball now. What in your heart of hearts? What are you putting at it? 80% no season, 20% see. That's kind of where I'm at.
I'm at the point now where I think there's going to be a season, but the question is, it seems like the commissioner can basically say, listen, we're having a season and it's going to be, I've heard 48 games. Now the players say no chance, we're not playing. Okay.
Right.
What, I mean, it sounds like Major League Baseball can still say, well, if you don't want to play, fine. I don't know what they're going to do. Are they going to go to minor leaguers, or I don't know how that would work. So I don't know. I mean, I think that I can't see the players agreeing to a 48 game season.
Right.
And so, again, does Major League Baseball want to go with non-Major League players? I mean, I know some people are like, yeah, just give us baseball. I mean, I personally want to watch Major League players play. I know that there's a lot of minor leaguers out there, but it's going to be a different game. Not watching, your typical big league all-stars. I know everyone says, oh, yeah, I'll watch anything, but I'm not so sure after watching outplay for all this time that they're going to understand what the game's going to look like if there's not those superstars playing.
Yeah, and the TV, it's the TV is where the money at now, right? There's not going to be unless Texas was talking about maybe some fans and they can sell some concessions, but I mean, they can't. There's no money to put. The last thing the players wanted was 100 and some games, right? 110 or something to get that big prorated salary. But now they're like, no, we'll play you 50 games the prorated.
I wish the players want 114 and it sounds like the owners want 48. I wish they could just go with, meet somewhere in the middle, go half a season, somewhere around half a season, 80 games or so. I know that the owners, they're claiming they're going to lose a lot of money.
Right.
But I think in the long run, I think it's more damaging to the sport and to the league if you say, well, we're just not going to play this year because we're going to lose too much money playing 80 games. I'm afraid what will happen if there is baseball this year.
Yes. All right, cool. All right, guys, so Matt's going to hang out during this break too, so any other questions, feel free to pop it on screen. I didn't see any trades. I don't think iPhone is here. iPhone is a breaker of mine that gets very superstitious, so he sees this break coming up. He gets out of town. Sometimes he's not here for trades. So good luck, guys. So this is all retail. So this is stuff that you can find at Walmart. And when you find it at Walmart, it's half the price of like eBay or online price. And the stuff has been like absolute gold in terms of people flipping supply and demand. We'll just buy up the whole thing and then the aftermarket value. But these reconfigurations don't guarantee any hits, any autographs. However, some of the nastiest hits come out of what they call retail. Blaster boxes, value packs that have 3 little packs. These are just on the hanger at the Walmart or Target. He says no. SRV says yes. No, you cannot find them at Walmart because somebody buys them all. Matt, did someone get the first hit ball for you and save it? I think they did, right? The Maddox ball, isn't it behind you? I think I saw that on one of your streams.
Yeah, the first hit ball is I think this is
Green Gallon.
I don't know if you guys will be able to see that. Yeah, it's a little. You can see the. Well, I guess
there you go.
There, yeah. So they just put. I'm trying to get that reflection out of there. They just write down your name, the date. The other side, they wrote first ball instead of MLB, but first hit off Greg Maddox. The one back my home run ball, I never got that. Well, I got it back. I traded the guy bats and batting gloves and everything.
That guy wanted so much stuff. It's the best story. So the guy that caught Matt's first home run ball didn't want a handshake.
No, and he wouldn't. I didn't want to give him my bats because we're on the road and I didn't have enough bats. So Clay Hensley, one of our relievers, had a bunch of bats, and he was like, well, I don't hit. I don't need these. So he gave me the bats to the guy. So I gave him those bats.
Right, just say they're yours. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. So, and then the Padres took the ball and they said, okay, we're going to get it signed. You did with your first hit ball. I said, great. And then they just, I don't know, they lost it. And they said, I don't know what happened. So I never got it.
First home run ball somewhere in the stratosphere.
Somewhere. That game, I lost my home run ball and I lost my glove.
Did any chance someone in chat just said at least Maddox could have just signed it? Any chance of getting him to sign it? Or I guess you'd go to a card show one day and find him and say, sign this ball.
Well, you know what's funny? So Maddox was with the Padres year before. Was it the year before that? Yeah, the year before.
Right. Yeah.
And so I shouldn't say I got to know him because I never really talked to him, but I thought what he was like in the clubhouse. And one of my. I don't know if I should tell this story, but I'll just say this. One of my best friends who was on my team asked him for an autograph, and he autograph, but I can't really say what was on the autograph.
I think I might have heard this in a video. Maybe not
Yeah.
the whole story, but yeah.
So, then backwards one right there. No, I just come. I got you. You got the building over. Did I talk to Maddox after my first hit game? No, I never talked to him in my life, and he was on my team.
He was on my team. Yeah, he definitely has a reputation of being a jokester.
He likes personal.
Wait, was that not your video where somebody was I thought sitting really close to you? Was that not a story?
That was him. Yeah, my first big league spring training game. I was sitting down the end of the bench, and he came and sat right next to me, and I didn't know him, and obviously really young. But I'm like, all right, that's
there's one.
And he just started spitting. Like I didn't realize it at first, but he had chewing tobacco or dip, and he just kept spitting on my shoe and on my leg. And then I'm like, do I say like, yo, what are you doing, man? Say anything? Just kept spitting. Got up and walked away, and looked down, and whole leg and shoe are just covered in tobacco. And that was my first experience, kind of learning that that's what he likes.
Yeah, he was obviously on purpose messing with the Rook, of course.
Yes, everyone always says like, well, why didn't you punch him? Or yeah, that would have been a great idea. Go ahead and punch the future Hall of Famer.
What about his kid? That would have made Sports Center or something. There's Adley. That's my boy. I'm a believer just because I want to be, but when they finished college and are already 23, 24, then they start down there in low A. They don't get too good in low A, but they were the first overall pick. Should I be worried when you see this guy, or what's your opinion of Adley?
No. So what
I mean, he's a beast. He's a beast. I know that. Some say the best college catcher ever, even better than Weeder. Weeders was also going to be the second coming.
So just I was literally just going to say that I played against Matt Weeders in college a lot, and
Of course, yeah, Georgia Tech.
When I first saw Adley, I thought that reminds me of Matt Weeders in college. And Weeders had a great, I don't know. I think that he's going to be a really, really good player. I haven't seen him enough to I have never seen him play. I've watched his swing on YouTube and stuff. But yeah, I would not be worried. I would not be worried about him. I think he's going to be a really solid player for a long time.
Yeah, Weeders in college was the truth, right? That's what everyone. I mean.
Yeah, the first time we played Georgia Tech, he got up left. He hit a home run in his first at bat, and I said, "Man, pretty good for a freshman." Then he got up right-handed the next at bat, and he hit a home run right-handed. And I was like, "Oh my God, this guy!" And in the ninth, he was catching the whole. And then in the ninth, they took him from catcher. They put him on the mound to be the closer, and he was throwing over 90. And I was like, "Well, this is just unfair now."
Yeah,
he was crazy.
Yeah, he got hurt also a lot. I mean, that happens in that position. Like I wouldn't. He had some decent years. He's definitely a fan favorite in Baltimore.
Yeah, it's tough to stay healthy, especially at catcher. And health obviously has a lot to do with it. So
Spencer Torkelson. So Forks in chat. Big from the Forks, big Arizona State fan. And probably number one overall pick. A lot of would have broke a bunch of records if there had been a season this year. You think Torkelson is going to do the thing?
So I've seen his swing online. I mean, it looks like the guy's going to absolutely mash. Never seen him in person. Never seen him. I've never seen him play a game or anything. But if you're going number one. Then, I mean, there's a pretty good chance that you're. They're expecting you to really be able to hit at the big league level. So, I know that there's always busts. They're going to say, and so
right, yeah,
always the potential more in baseball than any other sport, I think. But I think that if you're going number one overall, there's a good chance that you're going to have a pretty good career.
Here's number 2 overall, Bobby Witt Jr., obviously son of former big leaguer. In his interviews, out of everything I've watched, he was the most like well-spoken, mannered, humble guy. Obviously, went number 2 out of high school. What do you think about Witt Jr. need a bunch of more work, or how much time do you think before he's ready?
Yeah, so it's interesting with Bobby Witt Jr. So that tournament I told you about where we watched C.J. Abrams, on the field behind us, Bobby Witt Jr. was playing. So we went over and watched him play. He didn't have a very good game. You could tell that he had tons of fun. He had a cannon. He was big, played shortstop. He didn't hit great, and I was a little surprised. I'm like, man, he's not scoring anything up. Now, that'll happen. I mean, it's baseball. You catch him on a bad day or whatever.
Right, of course, yeah, one game.
So, but the thing that was interesting, when the game ended, I went on Instagram, and I followed him, and I just said, hey, Bobby, just want to say I just watched you play. You know, good luck with your career. You know, you're going to be a great player, blah, blah, blah. He wrote back, said, you know, thank you so much. It means a lot, whatever. And I was like, what? Really? But, you know, respond to not be, you know, not big league in me thinking that, you know, he's about to go really draft.
Yeah. He's like, you were 17th, boomer. Be number 2.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So I thought that was pretty cool that he did that. And yeah, same thing. I mean, he has special tools, and he's big and he's strong, and he can do everything. He runs, throws. The only question, and it's not really a question, although I guess it is a question with every minor league player, is are they going to hit consistently enough? But another guy, I think the tools to be like a superstar.
That's a green to 99. There's a water frame. We have so Bowman, though, they're known for doing the little throwbacks. So this is a 1990 version, but they just chrome it out and put current players on it. But as a styling of the old school Bowman, that's a cool card for the Rays. Another guy, Joe Adell's another one. He gets a lot of hobby love, but I still think there's room for him in terms of prospecting, grabbing up some of his first Bowmans and things like that. Yeah,
I just grabbed one of his. I think last week I grabbed
another Wander.
Got one. He's got a chance too. He's got talking about guys that have tools. That guy, I mean, Adell could be a 30-plus homer guy and a great outfielder as well.
No, Gator, no Dominguez yet. So everybody. That's what's cool about doing this type of unique break is that everybody's rooting for a Dominguez card because we ran them off at the end. So it's kind of like everyone feels like they're in on it versus somebody just getting the Yankees, and you know what, they all go to him in the end. So there hasn't been one yet, but we've got some packs left. So hopefully we get a couple. It's kind of I think Topps made it kind of a tough pull. I don't know, just to protect value or because they know that people are chasing him, so more stuff's going to get purchased. I don't know what's going through Topps' mind. Oh yeah, speaking of Topps, did you drop a video already, or can you say? I thought you said something going on with you and Topps.
Oh, so I put a video out a couple of days ago. So
I must have missed it.
I'm trying to work more with them. They reached out to me about promoting their app. I don't know if you've seen their Topps MLB Bunt app, but
not that much.
No, so it's they asked me if I would promote it for them, which I did a couple of days ago. So I'm hoping I would like to work with them more in the future. I actually talked to them and said, hey, if you want to send me any cards or whatever, I mean, I'll promote Topps any way you want me. So I'm trying to work up a relationship with them.
Yeah, they are king. They are king. There's a lot of it's actually like a split field. So Donruss, like growing up, we had Donruss, we had Fleer. Well, Donruss is still around, sort of. Well, they're around through Panini. So it's now Panini owns they make Donruss cards, and they're not allowed to have the logos or team names. But they can still use like the rated rookie, like the old school rated rookie kind of insignia that we would see. But I know Topps contract, I think, is up like in a year or two, but I don't see it ever moving away from Topps. It might just be they can maybe like Panini can get in on it too and then give up. See, Panini has basketball and football that Topps does not have anymore. So I feel like the hobby is growing so much that we would like to see, the logos and team names on everything, but Topps is that's the stranglehold in the baseball for sure.
You've been looking at, or have you been looking at any Project 2020 stuff or no?
Oh, ever since the big boom?
Ever since, since all these crazy numbers.
I was going to message you and make a joke and say, if you would have emailed me just like a month earlier and I would have told you, you would have made like 30 hits. But I told you about 2020, like right at the bubble. But it's the 2020 is dipped. If you looked at the Shore Brett that just came out, the print roll was only 10,000. So it's gone. The Griffey was like 100.
Right.
So now they're back to 10,000. So I don't think we're going to see a like 10xer again, but 2 to 3x I think is pretty much locked.
Yeah, I've been buying them just one of each.
Yeah.
At least to just I think that. And if hey, down the road, if they're worth more, then
Right.
If not, I'll just hang on to them.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I know they're really backed up. They didn't. I don't think they thought that it was gonna. They had no idea that there'd be a secondary market, and then all of a sudden, they were doing the first couple was like the print roll was like 1,000, 2,000.
Yeah.
And now it's 100,000.
Right.
Topps is exclusive to 2025. Yeah, Matt should have a card, Alan Ginter. Alan Ginter is a Topps label that kind of a throwback of the old tobacco cards. And they'll put very oddball, like sportscaster autographs, just kind of different notorieties in there. Yeah, Matt would have a decent hit in there. Sometimes I think Post Malone had an autograph. It's really, really oddball stuff, yeah. Super says we went from 99,000 to 10,000 in 2 weeks in the print runs. Yeah, once people saw that the Griffey was not going to sell for $100, and the day after someone paid $20, the print runs adjusted. Still looking for the first Domingos. We got some more packs. There we go. See, sometimes they just gotta will it, guys. You gotta will it to be. There we go. So we'll save this one for the end of this break. Then we'll do it one by one. You're holding on to yours, Truth? Yeah. They put horses. Yeah, they put horses in their cars, and they're the card of an egg. It's just like an egg. It's hard to explain. All right, cool. So that's one. Bash says,
yeah,
kids just want to win games, huh? Rip it and win games.
I just saw that. He was talking about how kids.
So yeah, Bash is one of our younger collectors, and he plays. Unfortunately, he got his season all jacked up this year too, but. Yeah, December when the project is done in December and people start putting together the sets for 2020, either the same player or the artist, because each artist has like a 20 piece, 20 cards in their set. Goody, what's up, Goody? And this is a parallel. Every pack comes the retail. Another reason to buy retail. This is a green camo parallel. So there won't be chrome in here, but you can get, all the big cards in a parallel. Like I said, it's all about. I think I don't want to say that's protecting the hobby, but in terms of being like another boom versus bust, how I think the boom might at least stay. There's so much cool stuff. There's autographs. There's hits. There's number cards. There's color cards. Versus the junk wax era was, 1987 Topps, the wood grain one, the famous one we collected. They just printed a billion of them, and there's zero anything, zero variation, zero autographs. A couple rookie cards, but that's it. There's actually a pretty cool documentary. It'd be good to kill some time that I guess we kind of all have a little bit of now, right? Have you seen that on Netflix called Jack of All Trades?
I haven't.
That is definitely worth watching. The Braves are so loaded with their system; it's pretty sick. So anyway, Jack of All Trades follows basically a son of a former card shop owner. Actually, the guy's kind of famous himself, right, guys? I think it was in a couple movies, did a lot of voice acting. Someone could chime in what his name is. But anyway, they really talk about the junk wax era and like what happened. They interviewed Jose Canseco, and they interviewed some execs over at Upper Deck. And Topps is kind of like nice for a Bear rookie. We don't think that's going to happen again, but they could. We could all be telling ourselves that, right, to protect our investments. Art collectors. Yeah, you're right, George. It's going to be, that's the thing with 20. There we go. Dominguez number 2. That's the insert. That's sweet. There's a bullpen. So what we first week of June. So when do you think your normal coaching, being around people, life might get back to somewhat normalcy and be able to do at least some private lessons? Or has your state done anything, any inkling at all?
Yeah, so they just announced today that we go into phase 2 on Monday, which basically fields and stuff will open back up. So I get some lessons, and we still can't play games. We still can't play in tournaments. All we can do practice with under. We have to have groups of less than 10 players.
Okay.
Probably be okay with cases and all that.
So ideally next year, because you do a lot of traveling with your teams, right?
We typically travel a lot. We're not going to travel this summer just because, we're supposed to be going to Georgia, Jersey, New York, but we're not going to travel this summer anywhere close to what we do in the past just because our state has been shut down, and then just having to fly and all that stuff, it's just be different this summer. Be more this summer, and then we'll get hopefully back to traveling next summer.
Yeah, I definitely didn't see the severity of this coming in terms of the sports and everything. Kind of, is that how the thought was up there? Maybe like 1-2 weeks, and then we're back at it.
Yeah, it's funny because I've been reaching out to a lot of people, and people reaching out to me asking if we're going to be back doing stuff. And on a lot of the text messages, the last text I sent to people was back in March, and it said, we're shutting down for 2 weeks, and then we'll get back going. I'll be in contact. And now we're 3. So we're a little longer. That was a little odd.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So at least Laura's still allowing you to eat, and you're not living in the basement or anything. So.
What's funny now it's a big joke. She always, anytime something happens with dinner, she goes, "You're gonna go tell all your friends on YouTube that I didn't feed you tonight." That's really took offense saying that I don't get 3 meals a day.
Oh yeah, that's funny. We guys watch Matt live stream. His wife sometimes will chime in. I think a lot of us can appreciate sometimes the banter, the true banter between them.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Hobby saw a hotel full of travel ball teams down there in Georgia. Huh.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of tournaments in Georgia. The most interesting part about this whole thing, different parts of the country are completely on different. It's just like a different world. Like in Massachusetts, we haven't been able to do anything. But then if you look at Georgia or, like Florida, like they're playing baseball games out there right now. It's the strangest thing. So people down there think that they don't believe that we're not doing anything up here. And then like people up here don't believe that they're actually playing baseball down there. World.
Right. Yeah, a lot of usually the Florida kids, from my experience playing, because I grew up in Mid-Atlantic, so we'd have seasons like Massachusetts, but Florida, it's just year-round playing, and ever I would encounter someone, they just always be so much better when they're from Florida or any kind of southern 365 outdoors playing on a real field type deal.
Yeah, it's amazing. I know when I went to college finally in North Carolina and I got to play basically year round, I mean, it felt like my skills
sweet.
More than doubled, triple, quadrupled from just being able to be outside and play all year round when I usually only play, 3-4 months out of the year up here. So.
All right, we got 3. And a couple more packs left. Travel team, yeah. I guess it's just going to be little by little. Some places are doing, some aren't. So when things are full swing, how busy is like your private coaching business? Something you do? I imagine like everyone want to take a lesson with you, right? I mean, it's
So
you play big leagues. I can play big leagues. Big deal.
It depends on the time of year. Like my busiest times are typically like February and March is getting ready to go outside. So I'm going like 7 days a week, all day during that time.
Jeez.
During the summer, like July and August, when we finally get out there, it'll be mostly games and practices. So I'll be, my weekends will be at the field all day with games. And then during the week, we've got 11 teams playing, so that's a lot of practices and games. I try to get to as much as I can. So it's 10 days a week during the busy time.
Mother Alvarez rookie. Bucks. It's such a shame, like, because for one thing, just like the collecting market, like stocks, we want to see games played because these cards move up and down. They present buying opportunities or selling opportunities. And like we just hit, Bichette and Lux. And there's so many guys, their second seasons, like Tatis and Alonso and Eloy and Vlad. We want to see, collectors especially want to see what they're going to do. Are we selling? Are we holding? Was it a 1 year this or that? A lot of guys on my channel are pretty low on like Alonso. They think, he'll get figured out and we'll be able to see a Chris Davis type of situation with a bunch of home runs. Now it's not. But no one can be right or wrong because there's no games. There's so many prospects.
Yeah. So one question I have, because I haven't collected cards in so long. When the season gets going, if a player goes on a hot streak for a week, or vice versa, someone goes on a cold streak, will you see a pretty big drop or gain in their card values based on like short term? Guy gets hot for a week or 2 weeks.
Oh, 100%, 100%. Especially the lower end, like $1 to $2 rookies. If they come out the great, like one guy he's really on radars, but Arraez from the Twins, who hit like 320 in like 100 games last year. He's not, the hobby love is there, but it's not like huge. But that's a guy if the season would have started and he started again like 350 for the first couple of weeks, his card will triple.
Wow.
Easy. Yeah, it doesn't take much at all. It's being able to kind of somehow forecast it. Check and see. I know some guys who go as tough as like trying to see what pitchers they might be facing over the next, 20 games and trying to forecast, okay, well, they're not going to get a bunch of hits here, or hey, this person could kill this guy, and then kind of go in like that. But yeah, it's definitely it swings, and people chase. And that's what causes it. Someone has a crazy week, and then prices will zoom up because everyone's chasing it.
All right.
Got to ride the waves. There's really a lot of parallels to like stocks and stuff. But that's one thing that I've noticed now. is quantities and quantities, and then the whole PSA thing, finding these rookies and trying to get them in perfect shape. Here's another one we want to see play.
Yeah, I want to see him too. I'm interested to see what he can do following last year.
Let's get another Dominguez. I guess I gotta say it. So you're dabbling in a couple rookie cards. What so tell me so what's your like card collecting goals? You just wanna obviously not lose money, preferably if you hold something, you make something.
Yep. So I went into it saying, I'm going to take some money, and I actually don't have like a long term. It wasn't like I sat around and came up with this grand plan. I just said I love baseball, and for the first time in a long time, when I played, I didn't follow baseball other than what I was doing because I was so concerned about. And then when it got released, I was kind of like over big league baseball for a little bit because I was mad that I wasn't playing anymore.
I see, guys. I told you, you won't find someone as honest as the gentleman on the screen here. That's why you got to check out his stuff because he doesn't hold punches, and you get stuff like that. All right, so I'm sorry. So you were angry. Continue.
Yeah, so I didn't follow big league baseball for a long time, and when I grew up, I was the biggest baseball fan, and so like now, I think I've been out of it for a long enough period of time now where all the players that I played against, that when I got released and I'm watching guys that I played against on TV, I'm like, I can't watch this guy. I should be playing instead of this guy. So like now, so now I can watch and be like, okay, I can't get mad anymore. Most of the guys are out of the game, and so I want to get back into it. And I said, well, I've always loved cards, and I like collecting stuff, and so I think it'll get me back into the game even more. It'll give me players to cheer for, like the players that I think are going to be great players. I think it's going to be fun being, hope that they do well and see if I'm good at projecting who can play, who are going to be the better players. And so that's kind of just my goal, just to have fun. Like I didn't put a ton of money into it. It's not like if these cards go to zero that I'm going to be, having to go get another job or something.
Right.
So.
Yeah, it definitely makes the games interesting on how you check the box scores. Like, okay, so I got 30 of this guy's rookie. What did he left? Oh, 3 for 4. Yeah. 0 for 4. Oh, bum. Not a good bum. Bad bum. You can PC players you coach. Yeah, eventually. I mean, you coach enough. I mean, the baseball draft is so huge that I'm sure Matt's going to have many more people drafted.
I hope so. I mean, we don't have the one thing about Massachusetts is we don't.
Oh, right. You mentioned this.
Not a hotbed, but for baseball, but we will get, we'll have some guys drafted hopefully every year we'll have at least one. If not, we'll have one every couple of years.
Okay. All right, guys. So we hit 3. 3, we'll random off. Dominguez. So you can see we opened all those packs and see how rare to chase 3. So it's there's something going on with Topps, but the Topps controls all the master buttons. So what are you gonna do? They make the first Bowmans. They make everything most valuable. Witt Jr. Oh, Truth. The Truth have the Royals again. I didn't even see, man. That's the same thing that happened yesterday. My turn to win a draw. That's awesome. All right, guys. We are going to let Matt keep on the rest of his night. Matt, I really appreciate you being here, man. It's a lot of fun. We'll probably do it again. Maybe we'll break some cards on your channel. I'll email you, text, that type of stuff. But I'm sure the guys all enjoyed you being in here, the stories and all that stuff. And thanks a lot.
No problem. Thanks for having me on, and thanks for hanging out with everyone. We'll do it again.
All right, perfect. See you. Clean. There we go, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And Chickasaw said he's going to win a draw here. Let's see if I can manipulate the screen. Hopefully the audio and video work good. Thanks, Matty Baseball. I like that. That's a good nickname. Matty Baseball just sounds better than Bum, right? All right, so give me a second, guys. Let me see how I get to the list. It was 8 times. We got 3. 3 cards 8 times. What's got to do from here? Hang on. Stop that sharing, and we have to share this. This one? No, not that one. This one? Yes. All right, here we go. Cool. All right, so let's do it. 16 for the first Dominguez. Forks. Forks picks up the first one. $24 for the next. Jim F. Congrats, Jim. And last one, need 32. Matt E. Matt E takes it down. See if I can get back in the screen here. There we go. Not sure if Matt E's in the house. What up, Nick? We'll trade that for ace cards. All right, cool. So that one is done. All right, guys, cool. Let me get my bearings here, and we'll gear up for like the main break. Hope everybody had fun again watching Antonelli on screen. Pretty cool stories. Greg Maddox just spitting on his shoes. Truth would have given him a 2-piece combo to the rib cage. Oh, the Yankees. Thank you, Fester. Yeah, the Yankees. Yep. Thank you. All right, so let me just write this up. We got to do 8 more times for the Yankee spot. Grab them. There we go. 40. Need 40. Couple of Volpe Chromes in there. 40 goes to Eric K. Mr. Forks. Forks hits Yankees. Also, SRV, if you're still here, we can do your blasters now or for the next break. Let me know. Let me see if I can find chat again. There we go. Back in the chat. SRV's here. There we go. Let's rip them. A lot of cards this last break. Let me just get organized a little bit. So audio is good, video is good. You guys see the cards okay? So this will just probably be the format I use for if we ever have a next time we have a guest on. Oh yeah, I did notice. Well, he was on his phone. He was using his phone as the. So I think it might work better using probably like a desktop with more power behind it. But yeah, I could tell that the crankling. Oh, nice, Chickasaw. Were you able to find actually anything on the shelf, or was it just you found the empty boxes, but you at least know that they're there? BITG, Eric K gave me a Volpe Chrome. Oh, you're talking about from the last break? In fact, let me get teams for the next one just up and ready. Sorry, guys, I'm out of chat 1 second. It's already rocking and rolling. No point in restarting the stream and what the other thing. Just gotta keep it here. There we go. There we go. Sorry, guys. All right. Okay, so let me see if that was Mama, one of the Volpe Chrome, the truth, please. Mama out. Cool. I got it right here. I just pulled from that last break. Clean pulling. If I get poggers, you can have them. That's nice. All right, so SRV is up. Then it's mini break time, and we got the 2 $3.99s, and the closer will be up. Track down some more top loaders real quick. 1 second, guys. What would it be? Oh, right. All right, guys, sorry about that. Moose is all upset. I didn't let him on the screen. Gotta give him fancy fees later. Clean poop. Nah. All right, back to the cards. Poor Tasty. It's Sony, so I can't see the actual emoji on this for some reason, but I can see it shows me like in parentheses like what it's supposed to be, so I know what the picture is. I just don't see the picture. Everyone hiding poo holes. All right, cool. All right, got the Dasani all set up. Many more cards of it, guys. SRB, a little break intermission here. 2 personal blasters. And then we'll be on to the main break with Bowman Hobby. All right, here we go. SRV. Silver Springs. There's a nice one. So, Biggie. I have points to type the price, please. What? There's a white parallel next. Barrios to 50. There's your boy. And a Acuna. Buster Posey, that's the parallel. Bregman, silver Brian Reynolds. And that is our first pack, first box. All right, next one out. Soto, Aaron Collins, silver rookie. Yeah, these are not bountiful boxes for sure, because they're select. Clarity, some more color in here though. We got Robbie Ray. I think that's like die cut. Kettleborn. Let's see if we got anything tasty in here. Brave. Ancada, and then Hater. Hater Nation. I think, is that the Cosmic? Look at that die cut again. The box talks about an ultra rare Cosmic die cut. And that's what you got, man. You got, it's Robbie Ray. I don't know what it's going to sell for, but you got the ultra rare. It's our first time seeing that ultra rare Cosmic die cut parallel, and that's what you hit in the Robbie Ray. Ultra rare. There's no list of teams. This was personal for SRB. If you'd been paying attention, but you know, you disappeared on us for your break. I had to tell Antonelli that you disappear when the breaks are in cabin. So I'm not sure. I have to check. Let's see the VITG eyes if they Oh Lord. All right, hang on. Ultra rare. Try to see. Rookie jumbo. Cracked ice. X Factor. Ultra. Try to see the odds inside this box to see what the cosmic die cut is. Doesn't have it there. All right, maybe somebody can look up and see what the odds are on the cosmic die cut and select. So our first one out of all the select we've done, including all the hobby select and all the blasters we've done so far, it's the very first one. So kind of interesting to see the odds on that bad boy. Somebody can use the Google. Use the Googles. All right, so now it's randomizer time. So give me a second here and let's roll. On this big boy. This Tasty Treats, Bowman Hobby at bottom. Anybody look up the? Usually iPhone's quick with the odds. All right, here we go. 5 times. Actually, it show up there. Hang on. There we go. 5 times. Just do this one. All right, here are the players. Five times. Chickasaw and Deafness. Indians and Rockies. Let's put it in order. Boom. All right, so let's make a link. All right, so there is the link, and I'll put it on the screen also. There we go. Boom. All right, as best as I can do. There we go. Get a little better at it. Turf with the clean prank on me at the beginning of the night. And trades to be had. Night Lord with the clean luck. Yeah, 89 Bash, the 89 Donruss Griffey is the second best in a PSA 10. Second best behind the upper deck. Because it is hard to get it clean up and down. Mayor's up for trade. I keep getting the A's. You have the A's, Joe? He does. Mike K. Royal. Oh, iPhone with the Royals, too. That's not fair. You got to give one of those teams, Joe. It's just can't have the A's and the Royals. Yeah, this is the main Forks. Yep. If anybody can't see it on the screen, I'm not sure how it looks. There's the link. Tachi, there's the link to take you there. Let me pull up my phone here and see how it looks. If you turn the phone sideways, I guess you can see it. It's tough though. Deafness reports respects Lord Blackman. So when we start the break, obviously I'll take this screen. I just want to see if anybody else is trading anything. I'll trade Giants for one time. Giants for Braves confirmed. Okay, got it. All right. Done and done. Phillies for Mets. Who has the Yankees? It's in the bottom. Mike K. Mike K has the Yankees. Spot 30 on the thing there. There's the link again. Alan K's keeping the team one time. If you get a ball auto, I'm interested. I don't know. Dominator, sometimes, I don't know how things work. Sometimes people make trades with people and the cards get lost in the mail. And they say they're going to send another card and that gets lost. Sometimes weird things happen in life, man. Got to roll with the punches. The horse and the bison are woofers. I don't think Mike K is going to go with the Yankees. However, you could hit a Wander autograph, Gator. Wander sells very good, all his inserts and numbered cards. So Wander Franco is definitely in attendance. Yeah, we knew Dominguez. We talked about that in the beginning when Dominguez Chrome was like $100. We're like, Dominguez Chrome was going to go down to Rivera. Dominguez paper is going to go down to Rivera. That's it. All right, so I'm just going to take this off screen. I think you guys know what teams you have. There's no point doing it like that because it's pointless. It's all pointless. That's pointless. So let's just do it like that. There we go. All right, so unless I hear anything else, we're going to go. We'll save. You know what? Let's start with Bowman. Why not? Let's start with some value pack. Yeah, Chrome. I think that's where it's gonna stay true. Now that might go up, obviously, you know, as when you can finally play and show movement. But I think that's gonna be the realm. Is that eBay prices you're talking? The turtle has escaped. All right, guys. You guys welcome to trade, but we're up to showing cards now. We're getting it rolling. 399 breaks up next. And then Chickasaw has a little bit of action. Chet rookie. People are buying up Antonelli's autos. We're chatting. Abrams. That's pretty cool that Matt saw some of these guys in like basically youth ball. We now know that Antonelli lost his wrist due to too many signatures. Yeah, if you guys caught that, if you guys didn't catch the little interview we did, he's talking some were like 8-hour days, Alley Paper, 8-hour days signing autographs. That's pretty crazy. Nice. Nice little hit there. Volpe first. Camo. Kalenic. Quite a few got back to me. Obviously, Jesse Ann and Night Lord are always in here. That was 2 of the 14 right there. I'm spending $39.95 on an auto pen. It's real ink, right? All right, Mason House, Clement, 100. Griffin Canning's in the show. That's the 75. Nice little autograph there. Shed Long also. Nice. There's a triple thread. Nikon. Busby. Not Acuna, unfortunately, but it's Acuna. 150. Here's a Will Crow. That's a decent auto. Season ticket. Tanner Scott, 4-way patch. Joan Baez. It's pretty good songs. And 225. Oh no! Check this out. Freaking ding corner on the foil now. It sucks. That's the things about these packs. What a crazy hit. See if I can doctor the corner somewhat. But these foil cards in these packs are horrendous. That's a lot better there. There we go. So this will get randomed off. What a crazy hit. In 2017, he was an international prospect with no team. He just signed with the A's. So I got that corner looking pretty good. 10 of 25. How much is chat working? No one's responding to this auto. Uh-oh. If anybody can hear me, oh, there we go. True says clean card doctoring. Yeah, it looks 10 times better, actually. All right, so this is a cool random we'll do at the end. Maybe iPhone will hit it and be kind of fitting, but it's an international card, not assigned to any team. All right, cool guys, let's keep it on. That's a huge cut. It's a huge auto. That's the best. That's the best auto we've hit from those for sure. That 25. All right. Did anybody find out? Look at iPhone. I'm not sure. It's like a big delay now or something. Did anybody? Can someone look up what that Ultra Cosmic die cut select insert is? I'm trying to find out for SRB. It's right here. Ultra rare cosmic die cut. What are the pack odds on that? Sanchez. Yeah, June 6th, D-Day. Cosmic. Usually iPhone's quick to that. Little Kershaw action. Silver Shang rookie. Matt Olson, 149. Really? So they're so rare. They're ultra rare. So ultra rare, can't find the odds. That's how rare it is. There's a Bryce Harper silver for the fillets. Ooh, Franco's up next. Wander's up next. Insert. And cool looking Garrett Cole too. Weird. Hobby coming up. No twin yet. We got a whole hobby box of Bowman, so a bunch of cards left to go. No odds, huh? We hit a nice Keone auto and a break not too long ago. Nice Robert insert. And there, no ink yet, but that's a nice one. Twins first rounder. 13th overall. That's the one you want. Maybe get a little color next time. Cello Bowman, not today. I might have some for sale next week. Robert rookie. Allen paper. Edwin White coming in at 58. Thought it'd be higher than that. There's a Bobby Witt. Bobby Witt in the house. Ran first. Yeah, crazy. Matt said he gets like, what do you say? He gets like 10 a day? It's a lot. Typing in caps seems the thing to do. Really hammers the point home. Looks like I got a cracked ice. Cracked ice coming up. We do. Pena. Nice for the Rangers. For the Laura. Even Antonelli knew the legend of the Laura. The legend of the Laura. Turn off all caps. Nightbot. Oh, here's an auto. Who got the Nationals? Alan K. Here we go. Auto coming up. We got Ben Bramer. Eastern League All-Star. So he's on the way up. We have no way to tell if this is a color until we flip it over. So let's take a look. Not a color, but first Bowman. Sam Huff first. Huff and Puff. Kikuchi's everywhere. Nice Robert. We Luciano, cool. Oh, there we go. iPhone. iPhone gets this one. Will he get the auto? We'll find out. Another, I guess, a sparkle in here. Let's see what we got. Sparkle incoming. Willie Wilson, Cantillo, Padres, $2.99. Nice J-Rod insert. Bobby W. First Bowman Chrome. Shet rookie. I'm sorry not to like Witt. I wouldn't like him either if I was in your shoes. You did get him in that personal blaster, though. That was nice. Castillo, paper blue, $4.99. Lynch, Alvarez rookie, Luke's rookie. That is a Goldie. Top 100 to 50 for the Braves. Kyle Wright. Truth, right? That was sweet. Adele Chrome's nice. Collateral rookie. Nabart. First rounder stat. Yeah, dealers bought dealers that have direct Tops accounts, like direct from Tops, like they put their order in months and months ago. Direct from Tops. Slightly higher than last year, but I think like $95, $100. Rockies pipeline. Giano. Two packs to go. Oh, nice. Send that gold card to Chachi? The Chotsters? Rookie. I will do the last pack, and I'll dig that bad boy out. Corey Sandhagen. All right. I think Mike K. No Dominguez, man, unless we get one here in the last couple cards. A Dominguez. I saw the first Bowman. I thought maybe. Man. Get the Yankees. No Dominguez. All right, guys. Let me grab that card for truth for Chachi. Give me a second, then we'll get the $3.99 breaks. We are about the random, though. It's random time. Everyone who was in that break, this is a freaking banger to 25. So we're going to ram this card off right now to everyone that had a spot in that. Stay tuned. Where's Dom? All right. Yeah, we had a hobby box the other day with no Dominguez in it. We did. Oops. This was the main break that just finished. The $3.99 is up next. But first, what was the number? What was the number? Number was 5. All right, so let's put that back on screen and random off this card. All right, here we go. 5 times. Whoever's in the one hole takes that big auto. We're looking for 10. 9 is not it. It's 10, and it is Will C. Nice hit, Will C. All right, guys, give me a second to reload. And we'll get in $3.99 break rolling. Send to Truth. That auto you just hit. Wow. Hobby Love. There we go. Hobby Love in the room. You hang around here enough, and all of a sudden people throwing nice autos at you. Community. Dig it. Golden Truth. Boom. Up that miss. All good, man. All right, there's the bounty. This is $3.99 a team break A. Then we'll do B. Right, I might have a little surprise. We might spruce B up a little bit for a little surprise for B. Maybe. All right, one second. Let me get the names here. $3.99 coming at you. Oh, that's that number. No, 9 times. Let me do this. Juan Samson. Sorry, guys. I'm not in chat this second. I'm in and out trying to figure out this system. Let's just do that. It's going to be easiest. All right, here are the players. RSRS and Dalton B. All right, there we go. There is the link, and in 1 second, I'll put it on the screen. And there we go. Yeah, it was fun, my lord. Oh, did I grab the link in yet? Sorry, guys. There is the link. There's the link. I want to like just start cracking some of these things. Oh, impromptu, basically. I had a couple like ideas, and then just roll with it. Does that link work? I don't really know. I'll put it. I don't think that's click. That's not clickable. It's in chat. Any trade? I see Forks got his Padres. Higher class town, good place to trick or treat. What? Random comment award. I don't. Yeah, the way I'm viewing chat, this thing is strange. Very strange. Bowman Mega Box? I don't know. I haven't been found in my area yet that I know of. All right, guys. I don't think there was any trades. Kind of sitting here. So the link is in the description. I'm just going to keep up with these packs. So if somebody wants to do anything, copy and paste that link into the browser. Keep these bad boys open. T-Dog. There was a big derailment over in Harper's Ferry like a couple months ago. All right. So I don't think there's any trades, guys. Let's get rolling. Robles, another one. Nice Robles. Nice trout there. There you go. Trout variation. Pitcher variation. So next stream we'll definitely be back with like the teams on the screen, triple Mike Trout, all that good stuff. Nice Acuna. Soto. Aha. The auto. See you in a little bit. Muto. Another Trout. Nice elite Otani. Devers, that's a pitcher variation also on the Devers. Would never hit that one. Sweet one for the Red Sox. And auto time. Giants. Giants. Chris Shaw. Forks. Forks. Blackman, Silver Flaherty, it's pretty cool. Mondesi, Giles, Lindor. Aaron Judge. Such nice looking cards. Alberto Silva, right? Let's go. Lux. card. That's not a bad card there. Dustin May gold rookie. Pretty sweet. Forks, nice. Nico insert rookie. All right, Bowman time. Dodgers, a little bit of hits. Why is he getting hobby luck? Anybody tell me? It's not Casey Mize. He was a 9th round draft pick 2 years ago, but he's like, I saw his green auto sold. It's all like $200. Riley Green. Boom. My boy Laura. J-Rod. Nice Day camo. Ooh, Bobby Witt camo. That's nice. Little $3.99 break action. The Witt camo. Chickasaw. Very nice. Very, very nice card. All right. I like that. $3.99. All right, cool. $3.99. Gone. Oh, cool. Hey, now, not ice cream every night tonight. I made BIG a mug. What? Nice etched. Hope he drinks beer. The beer is frosty. Nice hit, Chickasaw. Yeah, best card. Very nice. All right, cool, guys. I'm going to clear my screens here and get ready for $3.99B. All right. Boom and boom. Okay, sweet. Let's get a number. 5. And we need to stop that one. And all right, here are the players 5 times. Teams 5 times. Boom. Put this in order. All right, cool. All right, I'm going to leave this on screen just like this, so hopefully you guys can see this better in this format just for a second while I grab this up. Teams. Cool. Okay, so there's been some changes to this break. Let's go through them first. So every now and not the 399s always are the first thing to sell out. I'm sure I could probably list 5 of them a night. Maybe we'll start doing more. I'm not sure. So something new I've decided to start doing is every so often, I'm not going to announce it, but I'm just going to totally hook up and upgrade a 399 break. It might be every 10, it might be every 20. I don't really have a formula yet, but this 399B is just one that's getting hooked up. So instead of the plain old Bowman Mega, we're going to do a Bowman Blaster. Boom. We'll do the top series one per usual. And then instead of that select blaster, we're going to do a value pack Bowman. Boom. And instead of the other Bowman that was the other one, how about a little high-end Series 2 hanger? Like $30 now. Series 2 hanger. So there we go, guys. So you never know if you're going to just happen to be in one. So with that being said, you guys may want to see the teams again. There you go. Oh, hang on. Let me drop links. Let me make sure I have the right thing on screen first anyway. Hang on. Yeah, let me drop a link. Sorry, guys. Share. Copy link. Yes, copy, change. So many steps now, not in my OBS. All right, hang on. There we go. All right, there's the link. And let me put back on screen. There you go. All right, so there's the link and back on screen. Yeah, Zach, you got 2 teams. Hopefully you can see the screen there. You should be able to find your name. You got the Cubs, and who else you got? Padres. Cubs and Padres. And I dropped the link in there in case you guys can't. I know it's a little bit smaller on screen than it is normally. Keep it clean or get going? What happened? Oh, give T-Dog my Pirates one time. I like that. I can't read that little crap. No, they're both yours, Zach. No, they're both yours. Gator, I'm not sure if Gator's still in here. Rays, you got Wander Franco. You're hunting for Wander Franco autos and all the Bowman. He offers his blessing. All right, so Rays to Zach, and then Padres to Trooper, then Padres right to Forks. We got it. I need like a bell. We need some like sound effects in here, guys. Like the little buttons you can get off Amazon, then program to say clean. Or when we do the $3.99 upgrade, some kind of bell sound, the hand pay. Are the Braves for sale? Got Braves. Forks got Braves. Oh, yeah, I told Matt you were superstitious. Now he knows. And then looks like the closer is up next with 3 select blasters one time. There's Forks. I kind of want to do the Series 2 blaster. They got gold cards in them. Get Forks a gold tattoo, so I'll scream top of my lungs. Fork says for who? Never mind about teams. The ST was just added. What's that? More personal balloon blasters, yeah. Yeah, I got pretty good feedback with the Blaster Wars too. Blaster Wars are pretty good feedback. But okay. Let's knock series 1 out first, guys. Then we'll do the maybe do series 2. All right, guys. Good luck. Hope you enjoy this enhanced $3.99 experience. I'm gonna call something clean upgrade, maybe. Looks like an SP, but not an SP. So that looks like one too, but not. There's a Chrome Murphy rookie. Robin Yount, 85. Quino rookie, okay. We gotta do series 2 now. I'm dying to do it. Dying to do it. Yeah, I talked about maybe doing one stream, just like 10 399 breaks. Hasn't happened yet. We've done, I think most we've done is, we might have done 4. We've done 3 a lot. I don't know. I thought about doing 10, and if all 10 sell, have like a really nice random card or something. Oh, look at that. Man. Don't even want to, unfortunately, we have to break it, but look how sweet that is. Alonzo, the real deal, Series 2 rookie on back. Too bad we just can't save the pack like that, right? Wow. All right, so we got the Mets anyway. Let's take a look. I'll pull up my screen. Lou LC, nice. Very nice. So I can unwrap it nice and neat here. There we go. So, as you can see, even right there, we do have a gold card. That's why these hangers are pretty clean. Obviously looking for the Vlad short print, no number on back. Here we go. Kevin Newman rookie is a nice one. We haven't done Series 2 on this channel in a long time. As the prices went wacky tacky. Who is the gold card going to be? Might have a 150 stamp in here too. Sometimes that shows up. Sideway cards, if there's a Tatis that'll live here. That's a tiny error. Here comes the gold. Here comes the gold. We got Padre. The Padres got it. Not Tatis. 1477, man. 150 stamp is right rookie. That's not bad for the Braves. Tatis gold card and a PSA 10 is like $700 now. It's crazy. That's why the cost of these things. All 4 big rookies in it. We know we got an Alonzo. Don't know if we're going to hit anybody else. Alonzo is the last card. Wrong Padres. And there it is. Nice one. All right. Other Murphy rookie. Trammell, insert. I kind of feel we're going to see. Oh, that's nasty in the 399. Back-to-back nice Bobby Witt 399 hits. Little chrome action. Royals. Nice. Fester. Very nice. Take that. Pipeline Mariners. Sorry, rookie. Sure, Fester's still hanging out. There he is. Yep, nice boom. Very good. All right, a little camo action. Got the Witt camo. We do need a Dominguez camo. Shea Rod camo, not bad. Wow, we got a whole Bowman Blaster. Alright. Any Rays cards? Only gonna wander in here. That is the one to get for them Rays. Let's take a look. Cubs pipeline. Nico rookie for the Cubbies. That might have been Zach's card. All I can think about is what are the odds for that ultra rare die cut we hit? How can you get tell you ultra rare, but can't find it? Grill off, nice one for Twins. Bichette rookie. Three packs to go. Feels like forever since we had a Dominguez. Come on. That's a cool look at Alonso. LC takes that. There's a Mize paper. 2 packs to go. Sanchez. Boom! Franco Chrome. BITG called it. Nice hit for Zach. Kalenic. Campusano. And that's all she wrote. All right, guys. That was fun. Like I said, I'll do that every so often. I'm just going to boost up the 399 breaks. So he said, let's go. All right. The closer coming in one time. Three select blasters. One time to end the Saturday night stream. Also, a little insider information. There is a, I don't know, 80% chance of no stream tomorrow. I got so caught up with doing the shipping and sorting that I don't have a lot picked up for auction and kind of out of product. All the new Bowman and stuff. And next week, there's a lot of new stuff. So rather we just save up. And next week, we got Diamond Kings. We got Tier 1. I'm sure I'll have some more Bowman. I'll unleash some more Bowman, things like that. So I'm not 100%, but it's like an 80% certain about tomorrow. But next week, there's actually, we're supposed to be, have some extra time to get some stuff together for next week's auction will be nice. Probably be an old school BITG auction next week. That's a Diaz rookie for Chickasaw. Not bad. Sato. There you go. Get him a hit. I don't think I'm seeing most messages here. Did True say something? My skivvies. Here's a green. A couple cool Dustin May rookies today. There's a green Dustin May rookie. 99. Just like top screen. That's Josh Bell. Looks like it'd be number, but it's not. Dustin May regular rookie. Go figure. Oh, do we have a hit in here one time? Chickasaw with the hit. Yep, here we go. Come on, baby. We got Dubon. Is it an RPA? It is an RPA. Ratio. Rookie. Patch. Auto. A glove? No, it's a jersey. To 209. Kind of a weird number. Flaherty and Murphy. All right, so that's one hit now. I will give you Sunday off. So Tier 1 will be fun. Diamond Kings, just to see what our new product. Not that we're Bowmaned out. It's kind of hard to get Bowmaned out. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, we do have the half case of Select still filling. I think the spots went cheaper, and what's there, a guaranteed hit in there? I'm going to see some fire in there, 24 hits. Hopefully that fills next week. I don't know. Tatis. Nice. And Shang rookie seems to always be the last card there. 75-cent break, too. That one got our spot. Wait, is he have another hit? Nice. Chickasaw goes back-to-back hits. All right, let's get something nasty here. Come on. Who we got? We got Jake Rogers. RPA. It is another RPA to 209. Rogers rookie. No, I'm sorry. This one's 99. Even better. 99. Ooh, that's pretty. Scope parallel Otani. Gorgeous card. So Chickasaw is 2 for 2 now. Yeah, I see it. Take care of truth. I'm not seeing anything. This thing's crazy. I don't see any chat from Truth. So yeah, Truth, definitely take care of Mel text. I don't know why I don't see anything he's saying. There's an Acuna. And I don't get to see Moose's face. All I see is the like whatever it is. Rookie patch auto. Clean mama. You know what? It's like Chickasaw knew, but Mama did get a bath tonight. Mama is definitely clean. Mama ready for bed. There we go. It's another Robbie Ray. Oh, Robbie Ray hits in here. It's Robbie Ray Silver. Paxton. Bellinger. All right, last pack. Come on, be a hit. Be a hit for Chickasaw. He goes 3 for 3. Chickasaw goes 3 for freaking 3. That is sweet. All right, let us be the biggest one. Come on, Rios. Gonna be another rookie patch auto, 3 for 3. Squirrel some rookie patch autos away. And there's a nice one. Jim F. like this card. That's a gorgeous AJ rookie. Big Bowman break. So much Bowman. Wow, 3 for 3. That's crazy. I don't know. We've done like 19 blasters, and I know we've gotten like 6 hits, I think. Whatever that means. That's awesome. What does that say? Okay, cool. All right, guys. Fun night. Thanks for everyone that joined from the beginning and caught the little interview talk with Antonelli. It's recorded, so if you missed it, feel free. Some cool stories from him. I have him on again. But like I said, 80% chance of no stream tomorrow, which means we'll circle back Wednesday for the big Wednesday show. But there is a 100% chance of keeping it clean. So we got that going for us. Until then, feel free to email me. I'll try to catch up some of you guys' emails. And I'll either see you tomorrow night, but more than likely it's going to be Wednesday. Wednesday. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much, and see you next week.